So Manzer would really like to get into the corner of the stall there and get to the little bits of grain that are on the floor, but he can't put his head down any further than that, so he can't reach it. So this is what he does every time he can't get to something. Poor little buddy. He gets frustrated. He's like, I want to reach the grain too. Poor Manzer can't put his head down because of whatever he's got going on with his back. I have a straw bale with a feeder upside down on it and then his feed pan on top of that. Hopefully he doesn't knock it down. I'm going to get him a feeder. Oh, there it goes. When I lower it down to here, just on that straw bale, so it's a couple feet off the, or a foot and a half off the ground. He can't reach it. It's very hard for him. So, but if I lift it up another 6 inches, he can reach it just fine. And look at that funny tongue. I'm going to get him a feeder and install it at just the right height for him so he can eat. I think I'm going to get one of those little creep feeders so his mama can't eat his food. He's going to knock it off there. I've been working on, I bring Nika in and I put her in a stall, and then Manzer gets to come into the other stall and eat his grain. They're right next to each other. They can hear each other. And I leave his doors open so he can wander out. So he can just go right out this door and around to her door right there. So this is just temporary. I'll get this fixed in the next day or so. He's got a little injury of some sort on his back, and that's why he can't put his head down. So, poor little guy. He's sore. We'll get him all set up with the right stuff. My hay chicks nets have been so helpful for this little guy with his injury. As you can see, Mama's eating off the ground, but he prefers to eat out of the net because he can't reach the ground. So it works out really well. This is going to go on. He's going to be sore probably for 6 weeks or so. So this is a really great way for him to be able to munch on hay without having to try to put his head down. So it's not as stressful for him then. He's able to still eat. Otherwise, he could get pretty stressed out about that. And we don't need any more stress for this poor little guy. Something we're doing today is installing a Foal feeder. Nika's helping. Yeah, but Nika has gotten to the point where she is quite the piglet, and when I put a bucket for Manzer, she finishes her grain and then immediately goes for his. So he's not really getting anything. And now with him, since he can't put his head down to eat right now, we put this at a height where he can reach it, and we're going to be adding. Yeah. You can't get in there.
Oh, she's gonna crabby.
She's gonna try to stick her tongue in there.
Crabby pants.
So we put it on at first. We put it on at first, and the bars were a little too wide, and she was able to put her head in there. So now we made them more narrow, so he'll be able to eat out of there. And she won't.
Oh, she's gonna probably rip it off the wall. She's just a pig.
Yeah.
Chew it. I'll just chew it.
She's like, watch me pull this off. But I'll stand back over here so you can see. But we pulled everything out of here. We clean out this paddock every year. And as you can see, there's nothing in here. There's just some straw and some hay down that I put for Manzer. But we got rid of that great big pile that was in the middle. So now it's just a big dry lot. But anyway, so I've got some sand and gravel on order. It's actually showing up on my birthday, so that'll be exciting. And we're gonna fill this in probably with it about 6 inches or so. So it'll raise it up a little bit. So we didn't want to put it any lower because poor little guy can't reach it otherwise. But yeah, so we'll see how much of that grain is gone when I come back and check. So hopefully he figures it out pretty quickly. Thanks, honey. Little buddy. Manzer, why don't you come over here and check out your little feeder? Okay, I love when he crosses his legs. Go check it out.
He's like, I got my feeder right here.
Why don't you scooch him forward a little bit? Here. Here, that's good. See if you can put his little head in there.
Come here, shark.
Oh, oh. Gentle. Oh. Oh well.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
Hmm.
So we're gonna come back later, and this thing's gonna be like a bouncy toy. They're gonna be flipping it and throwing it.
Because Nika will have ripped it off the wall.
It's gonna be like, ooh, Jolly Ball.
Yeah.
She's like, it's blue. It's supposed to be a Jolly Ball.
Yeah, hopefully it's zero. Here she comes to try again.
I am determined to move these bars.
She's like, I can make my lips go very long.
I will.
Look at it. She's going to try to lick it out.
I will get to the bottom of this. I am so crabby at you humans being so ridiculous. Oh, eat this. I think this plastic will survive. It will not. I'll show you. Not only will I rip these out, I will swallow them and cost you $2,000 in a vet bill. That's a fact. That'll teach you to put something in here that I can't play with.
Shame on you for trying to keep me away from food. Cute little tail. The bugs are so bad right now. I did just fly spray them too, but it does nothing.
The annoyance level is high.
She's like, I got bugs and food I can't reach.
So crabby.
But he'll figure this out. He's pretty good about eating out of a bucket, so he'll get it figured out in no time.
Oh, she's crabby. She's trying to eat it like she had a bit in her mouth.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We'll see if when we come back it's still there. Poor Nika.
I'll give her credit. She's very committed to the process.
She is. She's like, I'm just gonna sit here and do this until I get in there. That'll keep her busy.
She's gonna rip it off the wall.
Yep, probably. Probably. I don't remember how much that thing was. I bought a bunch of grain and stuff too at the same time, so. But. I feel kind of bad. Such a tease, but it works. Or it'll be good for him to have stuff available all the time instead of taking him in, you know, when she gets her grain, taking him in a stall. Then he can just have what he needs. Been 2 days and this little guy is just starting to figure out his feeder. I had to fill it up pretty high for him to actually like get it. So, and I really kind of want those bars to be a little wider because I don't think that he was comfortable reaching the bottom. So, yeah, as long as I have it filled to the top, he understands it. But he'll get it. And there he goes. But see, he can't push his face in there too far. And he really wants to fling the grain around. He likes to, when the grain is in a feed pan, he likes to put his nose in it and kind of run his nose in circles around in the bottom of the pan. So he really wants to do that in this, but he can't. So it works. And that middle, the middle one is has a little bit bigger opening than the two side ones. So he's got to figure out that he can only put his nose in the middle. And I think if we just move the bar over on one side just a little bit, Nika won't be able to stick her nose in there. But if we move it over 2 holes, she can. So we got to adjust it again. But trial and error. At least he's kind of got this figured out.